Rate Eric Chelle's time with the Super Eagles in the 6 World Cup qualifiers so far. So Eric Chelle came into the Super Eagles setup after the first 4 games where we had not won any game. We had lost 1 game and we had just 3 points, I think. Yeah, 3 draws, 1 loss. So I can't exactly say he has turned things around, but I think that he has, at least in the list, he has steadied the ship. Because the situation was very, very dark. It was very, very ugly, but he has at least steadied the ship. And of course, the Unity Cup win, which was, by the way, a friendly tournament win that happened in June in between a couple of qualifiers, helped with the chemistry of the team and all of that. But when it got back to serious business, it was still not as convincing until very late, But I really can't judge because, again, I see this team being carried literally by Victor Osimhen a lot. And I really can't say, I still can't, I think maybe to AFCON, I will be able to really say what Eric Chelle, because I think for me, I have to judge coaches based on different situations. A qualifying situation and a tournament situation, they are very, very different. So I think in this qualifying round, it's just basically get the win, Like I said in my last video, tactics at this point, yeah, they matter, but you win, any coach will take a win any day, regardless of how they win, So I can't really judge, but I have to say, yeah, maybe good job for at least steadying the ship, because we don't even know if we had continued with the previous managers, if we would have even gotten these playoffs. But even though we got it just by the skin of our teeth, it was very, very tight. And on the final day, some countries that are gotten this automatic this playoff spot, by the way, I'd already known they would get it, I think, by the last international break. So we didn't know until the final day, which is also So yeah, it was yeah, I would say maybe let me just quantify by numbers. I would say maybe at least a 5/10. Let me say a 6/10. Yeah, let me say 6. I think it's definitely increased if we qualify, but between a 5 and 6, I would say 5.5. Let me just say a 5.5/10. Because he has stuck with his 4-4-2. He's looking like Ruben Amorim. He doesn't change his formation, But yeah, I think, okay, this is something I've missed out on saying. I think that our midfield there's been lapses in the midfield in a couple of games. So yeah, I think that's something that has always been recurrent. So he needs to fix that. The fact that we play 4-4-2 doesn't mean that the midfield, because the 2 of the 4 are kind of usually wingers. So, but he needs to fix that midfield issue. There's always lapses, He needs to fix it. I don't know, maybe with time you find solutions, but he needs to fix it. Victor Osimhen can't do the whole work. We need to create more. Victor Osimhen is literally sometimes just forcing out goals from nothing. So he needs to fix it, fix the midfield. The midfield needs to be more creative under Eric Chelle's time.